Let me see. If Texas stays healthy, will they be a challenge to OU, or is Herman on the way out? They better challenge. This is the year. This is the year for Texas. I've said that, and I did that in the preview for Texas. You can go check that one out. They're set up to challenge and try to win it this year and make the college football playoff with Sam Ehlinger, Jake Smith, Jordan Whittington, Malcolm Epps, Brendan Eagles, Bijan Robinson, Roshan Johnson back there along with Keontae Ingram, revamping the defense in the match quarters with Chris Ash as defense coordinator, Caden Stearns going to be healthy. Like, this is the year. And if it ain't the year, good night. Because Texas Christian is coming on next year. They're going to have Marcel Brooks, J.D. Spielman, and Zach Evans. In addition to Gary Patterson's defense, whatever the hell monster he decided to concoct. ESPN is pro SEC. Tell me another team that's winning national championships, or another league winning national championships. It's hard not to be pro SEC. LSU, Alabama, Georgia, Auburn. I mean, like, outside of Clemson, you got 1 year from Ohio State in the past 6 years. Then you keep going back to the BCS. Basically, since 2009, it's been the SEC. Plus, they just bought the rights to the SEC. Like, they're going to get it next year after CBS lets it go. It's difficult not to be pro SEC. What you expect them to be? Pro Pac-12? See, ESPN hates on Ohio State way too much for me. Man, I think this is also the thing. Everybody thinks that ESPN is just hating on their team, and I'm going, no, actually, I can find all kinds of broadcasters hating on all kinds of teams. I think y'all just watch ESPN more than you watch anything else. Worldwide leader in sports. ESPN gasses up the SEC too. I mean, like I said, dog, like, Vandy had a running back run for over 200 on Baylor. Vandy. Who is Vandy? Help me. You know, because when I look around, like, Oklahoma State got beat by a bad Texas A&M team in the Texas Bowl with a 2,000-yard rusher and consensus All-American at tailback. Tell me how you defend that. I'll wait. Facts. Let me see. Been SEC since 06 when Florida stomped on OSU. No, it's been the SEC since 04 when Auburn went undefeated and got shafted out of the national championship game. And then everybody watched USC stomp a mud hole in Oklahoma and walk it dry. Now, it's been the SEC's world for about 16 years now. Let me see. No ESPN should be pro college. What? You think the Pac-12 making the playoff the next 4 years? If it ain't this year, it's going to be hard, man. Because, like, with the conference-only slate, I think that helps them. You're not going to take the loss to Ohio State this year. You're not going to take the loss to Alabama this year. Oregon, USC could meet in the championship game. One of those teams could be undefeated. There you go. People love to put USC in national championship games. They love to gas up USC because it's a blue blood. Oregon is going to have to run roughshod over everybody to get there because they've shown people are looking for reasons not to put them in. Same thing with Utah. You know, what Feinbaum say? The country does not want to see Utah in the playoff. And then Utah did everybody a salad by taking that loss to Oregon. And that gave them 2. Oregon had to. The loss to Auburn, the loss to Arizona State. Can't do it. You know? Let's see. Oh, we got the Corius and Mason are still, I mean, you can't even spell Mason's name correctly. How am I going to take this comment correctly? Let me see. SEC never wants to play in cold, what? Cold, what? Yo, man, try that again. Thank you. You can't hate on the favor in the SEC when they are dominant conference. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right. What else we got? Any more questions in here? So I think I'm going to hang it up here in a little bit. I know it's impromptu, but like when I tell a lot of people that I'm going to do it, sometimes I just don't feel like doing it. So I felt like doing it, so I just did it now. You know, you'll probably be able to catch this on the RJ Young Show podcast, which, you know, you can download anytime, Spotify, Apple, wherever. How do you see Oklahoma's running game looking this year? Interesting question. You return Kennedy Brooks. You return 5 guys that started on offensive line last year. The only thing that changes is the quarterback. I think it's going to look like it did last year. It's going to be fine. It's going to be elite against bad teams. It's going to be good enough against good teams, and we'll see how it does against great teams, because it ain't look great against LSU. Or did you forget? Let me see. An analyst said that the ACC was the second best conference in college football. I disagree. I think it's the Big Ten. That analyst probably was banking everything on Clemson having won 2 of the last 4 national championship games and having been a part of 3 of the last 4 national championship games, which I can't argue with, right? Because as much as people want to bag on Clemson for playing the ACC, they still show up in the playoff and stop mud holes and people and walk them dry. Like the same argument that people use for the ACC is the same argument that people use for Oklahoma in the Big 12. The difference is Oklahoma gets destroyed in playoff games and Clemson comes and throws haymakers and gets wins. So it's really difficult to say that the ACC is not sharpening Clemson when they play an ACC schedule. In the same way, it's really difficult to say that the Big 12 is not sharpening Oklahoma when they play a Big 12 schedule. It's hard. Yeah, I could see that argument. I think that there's more parity in the Big Ten. I think that those teams are really great, but Ohio State ain't won a national championship in 6 years. Clemson's won 2. What do you want? What do you want me to tell you? ACC can't stand up to the American. Yeah, man, the American falls off a cliff after Memphis and Cincy and Central Florida. So you're going to tell me that if I put Tulsa or East Carolina up against North Carolina State, Syracuse, Boston College, that the ACC is not going to win 2 of the 3? You must be crazy. I love you, Corey. You must be crazy. Let me see. What else we got here? Okay, let me see. Snickers or Babe Ruth? Snickers. My dad's a Babe Ruth guy. He loved Babe Ruth. I can't stand Babe Ruth. My dad's also a Twix guy. Marcus Major going to be good. If his shoulder's ready to go, cool. If his shoulder's ready to go. I mean, I'm here for the Millwood love. How does the chaos in Washington, Oregon affect their college football atmosphere? Mostly what it's going to come down to is if the governor of either one of those states says you can't play football, that's all she wrote. You can't overrule her or him, her in Oregon. That's what you're up against. Thing about Oklahoma and Texas is both those governors want to see those football teams play. And the governor in Georgia wants to see Georgia play. You know, governor of Alabama wants to see Alabama play. Let's see. All right, I got time for one more. If you have one tough game in the ACC, then all you have to do is get up for one game for the regular season. So what's the tough game in the Big 12? Texas? Oklahoma? That doesn't follow. That's stupid. That doesn't follow at all. All right. If you like the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because I upload a video every day, 4 times a day, 112 videos a month, every single day. And we're fast approaching 50,000 subscribers. Come up with them stickers, probably drop links, probably let you know about them, and we'll throw a party. I appreciate y'all. What's your opinion on Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, or who's better? Hey, man, I made that video. Doses.